Can you hear me? I know I'm loud, but I think I need this. Let's first give another round of applause for Lowell. And he really is a magician because he even made me sound fancy. Now, a quick thing about Lowell, I said to him earlier tonight, or I said to somebody else, Lowell has talked about his wife for years. Did you mention he talked about how much we flirt? I think he made her up. Is she real?
Oh, man.
She's never around, but he always talks about his wife. So, anyway, I wanted to say, first of all, thank you guys. Oh my gosh, look at this crowd. I am so excited that so many of you made it out here this evening. Thank you in the rain. Thank you so much for coming. Really exciting. I feel like I'm getting feedback. Are you hearing me okay? Yeah. Okay. I want to start off, first of all, of course, by saying thank you to God. Thanks for all of you. Thanks for this mission. Thanks for all of the blessings that he has really completely bestowed on Tabitha's house for the 26 years that Tabitha's has been around. When you're doing an inaugural event, and obviously this is the first year, it's sometimes difficult to get sponsors. We were so blessed that we did not have that problem. As a matter of fact, Tom from Hirsch Electric was the very first person to raise his hand and say, absolutely, I'm there, and signed on as a sponsor at the $2,500 level. So thank you to Hirsch for doing that. Right on the heels of that was Karen at Jiffy Lube of Perry Hall, and she's also here tonight and has really helped, also at $2,500. And then we talked about expenses that we were going to need. And my dear friend Gil, who is here from, where's Gil? Shelsby and Leone over here. They are a personal injury law firm. They signed on at $5,000, as well as my dear friend Mike, Restoration Properties, and also our DJ, Fabulous, back here. And the McFerrin family, and Shannon is around, she is here, and she's also on our committee this evening. So thank you so much to those major sponsors for making tonight possible. I have to have my glasses and my notes because I'm old now, you know, that's kind of how it goes. Thanks also to the dozens of people who, everything from local authors to who donated books to folks who donated purses. Thank you so much, that's amazing. And I would be remiss if I did not say a huge, huge, huge thank you to the staff and volunteers of Tabitha's House. They are amazing. They are amazing. I mean, they have sourced, named, coupled, cleaned, you name it, they have done it to make this event happen this evening. And that's in addition to continuing to let the ministry and mission just run without missing a beat all these months. So thanks to all of you. So I mentioned that Tabitha's House has been around for 26 years. I don't think a lot of people realize that it's been around that long. We are excited to see how much our thrift store has grown in the last couple of years. It's really just expanded. But at the same time, we've been really humbled by the amount of people in the community that are in need and need our services. A couple of years ago, we merged with the Epicenter, which we all know they do amazing work. Absolutely. And that really helped to shore us up and be able to broaden our scope and strengthen what we do so that we can be here for the long haul. Last year, we also opened Tabitha's House of Edgewood, who's run by Debbie over here. And that team has really grown over there as well. So that said, 2 locations, 26 years, you would think, you know, ego says, everybody knows who Tabitha's House is, but they don't. They really, truly don't. And some of the questions that we get on a regular basis are things like, are you new? I didn't know you were here. Are you a consignment store? Oh, I've heard of Tabitha's House. That's a shelter, right? Or you just help women. Well, all of those things are very well intended because what people know is that we do something good. They don't always necessarily know what the good thing is. We help men, women, children, veterans. We help people that are single. We help couples. We help people with children, people without children, people coming out of recovery. Basically, anybody in the community that's in need. That's what we're here to do. On average, between our two locations, we gift over $7,000 in free clothing every month out of our stores. Our little display with the mannequins over here really kind of depicts what a family of four would get in clothing and in food when they come to visit us. And that's on an ongoing basis. That's not a one-time thing. Of course, that does not include any perishables. But just in 2023 alone, we distributed over 90,000 pounds of food to people in need in Harford County. I think a lot of times people don't realize that the need is right here. It could be your neighbor. It could be somebody that your child goes to school with. It knows absolutely no bounds. So far this year, we've already distributed over 80,000 pounds, and we still have months to go. That's over 700 meals that we are doing every single month for the local community. So here are two quick stories of things that happened. So recently, a woman came in to speak with our case manager, Sarah's here somewhere, at the Fallston location, and she was sobbing. She was so upset. She's a single mom. She's a working mom. She's a receptionist at a doctor's office. She accidentally hit a curb and blew a tire. Now, for a lot of us, that's an expensive inconvenience. For her, it was the difference between repairing her car and buying food for her family. The beauty of Tabitha's house is that we were able to stand in that gap between her family and food insecurity and fill that for her, so she didn't have to worry. Another one, and this one was really extremely heartbreaking. We all know about domestic violence, and we know that also has absolutely no bounds. Another mission in the area reached out to us and said that there was a family there that had run in the middle of the night. Literally, all they had were the pajamas that they were wearing. It still chokes me up, I'm sorry. All they had were the pajamas that they were wearing, and they wanted to know if we could help. Absolutely, we can help. That's what we're here for. We were able to provide them clothing, shoes, toiletries, pillows, blankets, coats, and most importantly was that little bear that little girl did not want to let go of. So we were able to give them that stuffed animal as well. We help with back to school backpacks, and we help at Christmas with toys. And of course, gotta have turkeys at Thanksgiving. So all of those are part of it. We see stories like these every day, every week. That's what we're here for. Tonight is about helping us update our location so that we can expand our distribution, so that we can take that next step with those we serve to help them be able to do things like learn basic budgeting and get themselves on a path to success, help to empower and strengthen those families that we serve. Let me tell you though, my last thing, my favorite question that I get all the time is, so who's Tabitha anyway? Well, and I'm gonna read this, according to Acts 9:36 in the New Testament, in Joppa, yes, it says Joppa. In Joppa, there was a disciple named Tabitha. In Greek, her name was Dorcas. She was always doing good and helping the poor. But who is Tabitha to Harford County? Laura, what do you say?
And my name's Laura, and I've been at Tabitha's at the Fallston location for about 18 years now. It's such a rewarding place to work because you help the people in your backyard. I've met some of the nicest people, lifelong friends, and we are Tabitha's.
Beautiful. Audrey.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Audrey Pembroke. I have been a patron, I'm not going to say customer, a patron and customer of Tabitha's House for over 20 years. I found out about Tabitha's House at the Bel Air Athletic Club swimming pool. The seniors in my group, after swim lessons, they would go to Goodwill on Wednesdays, and they would go to Tabitha's on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So they knew my situation. I retired at age 55. And my husband told me I was going to do that when we got married in 1965. So he said, the only thing you need to do is pay off all the credit cards you have, and we can make it. Well, I knew I couldn't do it, but I said, okay. Well, it got to the point where I had to, and I was really in deep depression, and I found out about Tabitha's. Well, I've never looked back. Tabitha's has been a gift from God for me, and I mean this from my heart. Tabitha's enabled me to start my own business as a baby gift person, to make baby gifts for people, and everything I put in their gifts came from Tabitha's. After that, I helped seniors in my church who needed irons, who needed toasters and so forth. I would shop for them. And before I knew it, I was just busy all the time. And when my grandson was in college, 4 guys, they got a house off campus. He had George Foreman grills, he had irons, even though they did not iron. And they had toasters, they had everything that I got from Tabitha 75% off of the cost. And all of his friends, a lot of the girls, they thought that these guys were a bomb because they had everything.
I think the story is that you own Tabitha's. Maybe. That might very well be it.
But
thank you so much.
I just have to tell you this. In closing, when my sister-in-law was dying from brain cancer, she needed all kind of incontinence materials and so forth, hand sanitizers. And I got all of that at the best price that I could afford from Tabitha's. And that's why I'm saying Tabitha's has been a gift from God. The people are wonderful, and I love being a Tabitha.
Gil.
Thanks, Patrice. Tabitha's, every fall, my wife goes through her closet, she cleans everything out, she wraps it up nice, and she sends me down to Tabitha's house. And then I come home and she tells me she's got nothing to wear. And I fall for it every single year. So I can say that because she's not here tonight, so don't tell her. So what is Tabitha's? The last time I was there to drop some things off, I took a little time to just walk around, and I just glanced at the folks that are there. And recently when I was there, I saw a mother with a daughter who was probably about 11, 12 years old. And they were looking in the young ladies section. And I don't know what their story is, but I suspected that they were out looking for school clothes. And I just thought about, you know how hard it is to be a 12-year-old girl today? Imagine growing up in poverty. And when you think about Tabitha, Tabitha's a place that gives her the ability to wear some clothes to school and just to go in comfort and to have that privilege that's provided. So tonight, when you all are walking around looking at these purses, if you buy one, that's a great gift. But I will tell you, if you buy it, somebody's going to stop you someday and say, "Where did you get that purse?" And I hope you tell them the story about the special place that you honored by purchasing it there.
Thank you. Christina is a client, and she actually has COVID and could not be here tonight. So where's Sarah? Sarah's our case manager.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a case manager at Tabitha's house. So I'm speaking for Christina. She wrote, I am Christina. I have been a client at Tabitha's house for approximately 1.5 years or so. I am a server and a mom of 6. The pantry program at Tabitha's house helps supplement the groceries I can offer my children, so it is one less stress on me as a mom. I am Tabitha.
If you've noticed, any of the volunteers on staff were wearing a name tag tonight, but it also says, I got my outfit at Tabitha's house for less than $20. And that's the truth. Cindy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Cindy, and I have been volunteering at Tabitha's house for not too long, only about 6 years or so. And I'm one of the youngest. Believe me, a lot of them have been there a long time, which speaks a lot. I have been involved in a lot of things at Tabitha's house. There's so much to do, a lot of things I like, but the main thing that I do is I refurbish a lot of the high-end purses that some of you, maybe a lot of you, have donated to us. I really enjoy that. It's one of my favorite things. And I am Tabitha.
So I guess the answer to that, my very favorite question, is that we are all Tabitha. And thank you for coming tonight, and now you are Tabitha too. Thank you. Now let's eat, drink, and spend money. Woo! We're gonna turn the lights up a little bit. I know that that's been a concern for some people, so we are gonna turn the lights up, but I need to turn the music up. I need to turn the music up.